if you are there, just hi. I shall get the sharey bits ready that we're going to be doing. Okay. Hi. Yeah, I'm a little bit early, so I don't know how many, 4 of you there. Today, I'm actually going to be doing 2 things because I promised Gecko, the people that do the sketchbooks, that I would take part in a thing that they're doing. So that's the first drawing that we're going to do. It won't take long at all. I'm just going to do one of my melty egg rainbowy things. And then the second one is going to be a new mental health sticker design, which I'm really looking forward to doing. And it's going to be based off a little sketch that I did last night. I can't remember if I hope I've got it to hand because I need to copy it. Yeah, I have. But I'm not going to show you because it's going to be a surprise. So, yeah, let's crack on. I'm going to use black for the first drawing. And the theme is Easter eggs, decorating Easter eggs. So that is what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to be doing it in this style. I don't know where my mushroom's gone. Oh, half a donut, which I didn't finish, the moon. Oh, I did the mushroom on the tan paper, didn't I? That's why. So anyway, that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm just going to let TikTokers know that I am going live. It's in my drafts. It's in my drafts. Okay. I am no good at drawing egg shapes, so I have no idea how this is going to fare. I should do it in white pencil, really. I could do it in... I don't know how it's going to look either in that. Do I do a half? Do I do like a cracked one? Would that give it more effect? Or maybe... I don't know. The theme is... decorate an Easter egg. So let's... Easter egg shape. God, this pencil feels awful. I picked up a pastel pencil. It's horrible. Does that look eggy shaped to you? Almost. Just roughly rub that out. Told you I'm no good at drawing eggs. Round his bum off. That'll do. Egg shape? Egg shape? What do we think? Hi, Vicky. Oh, no, Bixby. I didn't say hi, Bixby. I said hi, Vicky. Go away. Did you hear that little bloop come up? That's because my phone constantly thinks I'm talking to it. Anybody that's got a Samsung that has... I'm not going to say the name because she'll wake up. shares, and then I'm going to draw the drip that we're going to be doing, similar to the... What I don't want to do is come out though, because I don't want to lose the shape. I really shouldn't have used this pencil. It's good for drawing on black paper though. Could you turn your mic up? Can't hear you very well. Oh, that's no good. Hang on. Hello. Oh God, yeah. What about now? Is that better? My mic had been turned right down for some reason. Better? I can see it coming right up top now, so it should be alright. Sorry guys. Not helpful. Hi Emily. If you can hear me, that is. I don't know how many colours I'm going to do in this. What colours have we got? I've got blue, pink. Annoyingly, I need more plain Poscas. I seem to have either shiny or sparkly or the odd matte one, but I don't really seem to have any. I have got other paint pens actually. Do I get them out? They're really cheap, but they might do the job. Yeah, for some reason my microphone had been turned right down. I'm going to get them out in case. I don't know if you remember, but they were the really cheap ones that I got from... I'm going to make a right mess on my desk now. Ready? Yeah. Because apparently I don't have enough art supplies. Apparently. So I might ditch the Poscas. I'll have to see how these fare up. I don't think I've used these on the black paper yet. I just find a scrap. Let's try it on the donuts. I never did finish that. That doesn't fare too badly. I'm just going to try a darker colour. And I have used these on a live, but not on this black. I don't know. I think we could get away with that. Okay. I won't bore you with too many details, but if you've been watching my videos, you may have noticed I've now been monetized. Yay! Thank you. Sorry, noise. Part of monetization is for people like myself who do live feeds. If you click on the super chat icon, which is next to your yeah, basically you can donate money through. I'm not expecting anybody to, by the way, but it's just something that's now turned on since being monetized. So it's the little sort of dollar icon next to the emoji icon, and I don't know what it looks like through a mobile device. So I haven't got a clue on that front. Okay, come on, just pick some colours and get on with it. I'm trying to pick colours that aren't going to be really sort of garish together. It's not really a nice green, so I might have to use the Posca green. I'll just stick to those colours, I think, and then we're going to use white on top. Sorry, really loud. YouTube take a huge percentage, yes. Oh, yes, indeedy. But every penny helps. Okay. I have no idea if this colour combo is going to work. Let's do a quick test on the back in the order that we are going to do them in. Throwing my pen. Oh, that one's quite watery. Unlike Poscas, these can be quite watery. These are preferenced on glass really rather than paper because of the way it soaks in. Unlike Posca, which is much denser. Oh, I might have to suffer the Posca. They're too watery. Great for glass, not for paper. So let's have a look at what we've got. Get out of it. Oh, and the pink doesn't even work properly. Okay, so that's a shimmer. I'm not surprised it's flaring if you're working like that on Little Sleep. This is a metallic one. I think this one works better. So that's that one. So if that's the case, we might as well keep them all consistent. That's got hardly any colour coming out at all. There we go. I haven't used all of these properly. Sticky toffee pudding flavoured coffee. Wow. Is that really that dark? There's got to be some more colour than that. Ah, here we go, here we go. This is how often I use these pens. Okay. So we've got those two going. I'm not sure about the yellow. I might just stick. I have a sticker idea coming up for all of us Fibro Warriors, which I'm actually looking really forward to. Okay. So those of you that do have fibromyalgia, will completely understand when I turn around and say, my words have been fluffed today. You know when you're really suffering when you cannot actually talk because your words will not come out. And if they do, they don't make any sense. That's been me today. Wasn't really a fan. I seem to have picked up all the ones that have some sort of element to them rather than the plain ones. But they do work particularly well in these books, and actually Gecko have released a book specifically for Posca pens, so I wouldn't mind trying that out. But I haven't found an alternative. I know there are alternatives, but I haven't found any to try yet because our art shops around here are crap. We certainly do, my lovely. I was diagnosed in 2014. I'd had it a lot longer before then, but because they couldn't pinpoint it. So I have fibromyalgia, I have sacroiliitis, and if you're not sure what that is, I won't make you go and search. It's basically arthritis in the pelvis through damage through both of the pregnancies, and it's an inflammatory arthritis, which doesn't help when you have fibromyalgia. I also have crumbling discs in my spine and my neck, and I've had IBS since I was 15. Knacker's yard for me, really, actually. And I carry the HBLA gene. I don't know if any of you have heard of that. But the HBLA gene is a gene that if you carry it, you have a higher percentage of having things like inflammatory bowel disease, inflammatory arthritis, funnily enough, and a few other things. It doesn't mean you're going to get it, but it means that you are at a higher risk. So, yeah, for all of those spoonies out there, I am feeling it with you today. Yeah. Fibro sucks. So this egg, I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about the project, so I apologise to Gecko if I'm not, but I was invited to take part. I don't even know if I can share it on my social media. I have to message them tonight to check. But this is project number 1, so I'm going to do 2 tonight because I want to work on the mental health sticker, which is actually similarly based around this, but it's based on a sketch that I did last night. Can you tell I'm cheating? I'm painting with my Poscas because it's much easier. And you get much better coverage on paper as well, because Poscas are normally meant to be used on waterproof substances. Glides on better. Okay. Right, hang on. I'm missing. Let me get this because I've missed everybody's chat. So I'll fill this in and then I'll have a quick catch up. So you can see how flooding the paper works really nicely. Trouble is I've got fine pens as well. I haven't got the nice fibre tips. See, at the minute my shoulders are absolutely screaming at me because all day yesterday I was on my feet and at the table doing the World Book Day costumes, which by the way, Amelie's looks phenomenal. But because I was leaning and my back was awkward and all stuff like that, yeah, shoulders are screaming at me. I was going to come in and do some editing last night, but I couldn't after everything, so there we go. You get a bit more opaque when you flood it. It's not ideal to flood it, but if you're struggling to get a bit of opaqueness to it, just be mindful of the thickness of your paper if you're going to do it, that's all. Right, we'll let that dry while I catch up. Okay, so you need to go away. In the knackers yard. Yeah, there'll be a whole blooming field of us, won't there? Yeah, it is quite an umbrella term for a lot of chronic illnesses, and obviously everybody's is very different, extremely different, but those of you that have known me a really long time are aware that through changes I made, I was one of the lucky ones that, you know, I still get my flare-ups if I really push the bar. But because I managed to change things up in my own lifestyle, I got off medication within 18 months. So I don't take any medication at all for the fibro. If it gets too bad, then I will take paracetamol or cocodamol generally, because paracetamol tends not to even get anywhere near it. But yeah, I still suffer like tiredness and things like that. But then my vitamin D is always low and my iron's really low at the moment. So sort of... it's on my jumper. Crap. Which means it's now over my picture. Crap. Get off. Oh, I'll have to do something fancy with that. Crap. I thought it was dry. Oh, hypermobility is nasty. Yeah, my sisters have that. I've never been tested for it. I don't think I have it. But yeah, it can be really painful, can't it? But all this is the reason that I've got such a change in journey now. Because I want to turn it a little bit on its head. And my admin group have seen one of the designs that I've done recently. And Amelie saw it today and I didn't realise that she'd seen it. And she actually turned round to me unprompted and she went, "Mummy, I really love that design on your desk." And I was like, what was it about that you liked? And she turned around and she said, "Well, it says." And I was like, "Right, okay, was there anything else that you liked?" And she went, "Because of the animal it was." So sloth, give that away. So she felt really positive to see something like that associated with a cute animal, which is exactly the reaction that I wanted to get. So I'm really, really pleased with that. So I'm hoping, as I build on the range, that we will get a bit of positive feedback from it all. We can but try, huh? What have I got to lose? Let's face it, not a lot. Magnesium and things like that is massive, especially with restless leg syndrome. It really helps with that. So yeah, it's always one to add in the mix. I should just get my paintbrush really. Air bubbles. It's scary now when you think of the rates, you know, how many people in 10 have chronic illnesses or debilitating illnesses, or just, you know, like with Amelie, not only does she have these invisible disabilities, she has a birthmark across the side of her face. And whilst for the most part she's not actually affected by it, when you get people in the street or public just staring at her, you're like, well, that's not going to help, is it? And so much of our problem at the minute is based around ignorance, lack of education about it all, and lack of empathy. God, whatever happened to empathy? It's just gone. We call it her angel kiss. She's been blessed with 2 different types of birthmarks. She has one where she has extra pigmentation, a bit like a port wine. But hers is flat with a little bit of texture, but it goes right across there, because where she was such a big baby, she slept for a really long time with her arm across her face, because she was born with torticollis, because her arm was in the way, basically. And that sort of created the birthmark. And she's also actually got lack of pigment in her back and the back of her leg. And we call that her angel wings. Because we obviously want to put nice positivity on these things. But then you get, you know, even family members. Oh, well, what happened to your face then? You know, oh, really? That was tactful. I really need to get my eyes sorted out. Even zoomed in, you're really blurry. It is autoimmune, yeah. I don't think I stood a chance when I had the HBLA gene, so yeah. One of the biggest culprits for inflammation in the body is gluten. So when people look at me funny because I don't want to eat too much bread or pasta and things like that, I get funny looks just because I'm not, whatever the word is I'm trying to think of. You know the word. But again, I removed gluten from my diet and made a massive improvement. It's really wet. My paper's really, really wet. Right, so that's the pinks. Purple next. Sorry for the really annoying noise. Just trying to dry it off a bit. That's why we've always, and I'm sure you have too, but that's why we've always tried to give things a positive name for her. Because it's so hard when you're a kid. I'm like that with my teeth. I was born with a genetic tooth issue. She's got it as well. She's inherited that because apparently I like to give her everything she has. Celiac, that's the word. But if you remove gluten from your diet, it makes a huge difference to the fibromyalgia because you reduce the inflammation in your body, which again helps to reduce the pain. I'm not doing too well on this, keeping my canvas clean. It is, yes. That's really flooded. That's going to have to take some time to dry. I might have to take it out of the book to dry. I think I'm just going to have to be patient. So we've probably got about 3 more rows to do, and then I can hopefully, if it's dry, add some detail. I'm going to add spots, and I don't think white is going to cut it on the lighter colours. So I might go in with like purple on the pink. I think the thing is as well is not to let the condition define you. I think it's so easy, and I was guilty of that. Not only does it obviously affect your physical health, it affects your mental health as well. And I got to the point where I was housebound and pretty much sofa bound, and I had somebody that used to come round and take the kids to school for me because it got that bad. But it was all from one trip to an osteopath that told me about the gluten and the inflammation in the body, and I went and did all my research and my homework, and yeah, just I'm certainly not Miss Innocent, because they do certainly sneak in. You know, when you're craving a hobnob or a digestive, you just want to tuck in. Yeah, have a read up. It makes a huge difference. There's a lady, I'm not going to get into a debate about it, but she's passed away now. She passed away when she was 98, and she had visited the doctors once in her entire life because her father was... They have clinics in Mexico. You're not allowed any in the main US because of reasons. because they treat things naturally. And her father's been treating cancer patients for, well, since the 1930s, I think it was. And she does a lot of, there's actually a video of her talking on, if you look on YouTube for Catherine Gerson and then put fibromyalgia, you'll see videos come up about them talking. I mean, you don't have to go as extreme as some of these people, because I didn't. But I did go paleo for a year, and that is what helped me out hugely. I have got into old habits again, and unfortunately it's affecting my health again, but apparently I'm too bloody minded to stop eating all the crap. I think, like here now, when you're all chatting about it, you can really empathise with each other, and that's a nice thing, because there's nothing more lonelier in the world than thinking you're suffering from something on your own. It's almost this whole relief to sort of suddenly realise that actually you're not on your own. Well, it's like, you know, if you had a physical disability, the first thing they see is your disability. And if you start talking about something they can't see, one, they just don't get it, because they never will. I mean, when I first got my diagnosis, I had to print off something. I think it was the spoon theory, actually, that I printed off for my husband, Coffee Man, to read, because he just couldn't understand it. And in reality, nobody can, because unless someone walks a mile in your shoes, whether you all have fibro or you don't, one person's journey is completely different to the other person's. Yeah, the whole getting up and having breaks and things like that really helps, doesn't it? Right, I've got blue. Why do I only seem to have one colour left? I think the green, I could do green. I think I've got enough to do 4 colours rather than 3. Still waiting for that top bit to blooming dry. The drawing that I'm going to be doing for the next sticker will be on white. It won't be on black, and I'll probably be using I've created my own Spectrum Noir rainbow palette, and I'm going to be using this palette because I want all my stickers to have this cohesive feeling. So almost like if you see a sticker, you know it's mine because of the palette, basically. Thing is, it's when it gets really scratchy when it gets like this, and then you can't do anything until you come on with a second layer. There, see, like that, and then you go ruin it. What does it look like down the camera? It's really glossy, isn't it, down the camera? I don't know if you could, bit of colour there. That's where I've just ruined it, right there. Sleep is definitely my issue. I am a bit of an insomniac, and I never get enough sleep, and I never get enough quality sleep. And Amelie quite often wakes through the night, so I end up dealing with that. So that doesn't help, because I think broken sleep's worse than only having 3 hours. I can feel the heat in my back from the inflammation from all the stuff that I've been doing in the last few days. I can literally feel the heat. Okay, let's go with blue. we cheer the feed up a bit, huh? Let's think of something to do. Let's make everyone smile. Talking about rainbows, go find your rainbow emoji and pop a rainbow emoji up. That is your job now. Find a rainbow emoji. I don't want to lose the shape, so I think I'm going to have to keep the swirls within the shape, whereas normally I would come out and I suppose I could a little bit, like that one could come over. That one possibly, I could extend that one down. Like so. Need to move the microphone, sorry guys. Oh, sleeping too much. See, I'm more of a, because I can't sleep at night, I end up, thank God for Coffee Man being on late sometimes because he does the morning run. Because I can't stand mornings, full stop, so. Should we play the letter game, or do you think we'll all get told off again? Ah, look at all the pretty rainbows. I've had so much fun making her costume though. Maggie's been up helping me. And she's going to be the Queen of Hearts. But we've made everything from scraps and old things that we found around both of our houses. And it just looks amazing. So I'm really pleased with it. Once I'm able to do the dividing lines with white, you'll see the colours sort of pop a little bit more. They get a little bit lost between each other before you put the white on there. You sort of define the shapes a bit better as well when you come over the top with the next colour. Let's have a blob coming down off that as well. Oh, buggeration. God, Benita, wake up. Do you want to see it? I have got a picture of her. I haven't done her makeup in it though, because it's not till Friday. But you can see the costume. Colouring eggs, because that's what we do. Shall I do some black detail? Do you think black would look more striking against the colour rather? I think white might get lost actually. What do you guys think? YouTube told us off. Was it Erica that got banned from chatting for, I don't know, a minute, 30 seconds or something? I think you were all trying to spell flamingo, weren't you? And because everybody was typing so quickly, it classed it as spamming. So, yeah, YouTube got a bit arsey with the comments, which you can understand, I suppose, but... I think black is going to show up better. Oh, for big fat fibre tips. It's the only trouble with these fine points. You're here forever and ever and ever. Oh no, bless him. Nothing too serious, I hope. Yeah, a few had theirs yesterday around here. Some have got them tomorrow, but ours seem to be Friday. Madison's going as the demon dentist, so I managed to find a lab coat. So I've just got to find a belt and something to look like a white cat. And Coffee Man made her pretend hand drill, which I thought was quite good. I'll do the blue, give it a chance to dry. I'll dig out the photo in a minute. I don't know how well you see it because it goes really dark through the camera, but we shall try. Ideally, if you've got time, when you use Poscas, you want to double coat it. Because I've still yet to find something that is really opaque. So the plan is for the next sticker is to do an egg like this. I'll do the green and then I'll show you. But instead of it being a round egg, we're going to have a square egg. I think you can control people being down to self, as in how many times people can... Oh, right, okay. I don't know. Where is Erica? Made chocolate rice pudding. Oh, stop it. I cannot read. It was fun, though. What did I miss? Oh, it was fun. Yes, that's what you meant. It was fun. It was funny, actually, watching you all trying to do it. I don't think anybody got locked out the last time we did it. I can't remember what we were trying to spell last time. It was a quicker... I remember Wendy won. I'm not going to make this bottom drippy because I still want to keep the egg shape. It's going to be impossible to photo tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to do black, I think. I think white's just going to be too lost. So who of you's got snow? Because all we've got is boring bloody rain at the minute, and it's just nothing but rain. I imagine you've got loads, haven't you, Amanda? I should ask my sister. My sister's up in Banff. I'll be buying art supplies. The word game was, I was drawing a flamingo, and whoever won was going to receive a print of the drawing, because you had to basically type the word flamingo in one letter per entry or whatever you want to. So you had to go F, enter, L, enter, A, enter, but you had to do the whole lot before someone else interrupted you. And I don't think anyone actually won that one because we had to stop. Otherwise, my whole thing would have been banned. I think it was Alice, wasn't it? It was Alice the next one we did, which Wendy won. That was quite fun. Okay, so while that is drying, I really like that egg. Someone get me an egg like that for Easter, please. But I'm all glittery. That's, I don't know if you can see, but it's all sparkly. Okay, so her outfit while we're waiting. I took it in the office. I don't know how well you're going to... Can you see that? Apart from the big ring light. Hang on, let me get the focus organised. So that's... It was really hard. They had fun though. It's like 9 degrees. I alter. I alter the angle. So like here, I would alter the angle that I take the photo. It's doable. I have done it before. So I made this whole heart on the front with cardboard and an old t-shirt and then some leftover from the dress that we've cut up. So all this ribboning on the outside and all this collar here is all made from previous dresses. And then her hat. How cool is that freaking hat? It's like awesome. And then this is made from an old dress I found in New Look for £9, but it was massive, had loads of fabric. That's the back. And then I stuck loads of glittery hearts down the bits and all the sleeves we added on, and there's a better one of her hat. And her collar, and yeah, it's awesome. So she's looking forward to it. Okay, are you dry enough? I think you are. Black Posca. Black Posca, Black Posca, Black Posca. What did I do with my Black Posca? Oh God, where's it gone? Erica, where have you been? Naughty step. Now, unless you have a good excuse. Okay. Oh my God, look, it's fresh. It's a virgin pen and it's gold, so it's not even black. Crap, what did I do with them? Why can't I find them? Because they're in my watercolour pot for some stupid, strange reason. 2 that aren't even open. Right, let's... I think I might have to open... Just going to try... A couple have dried out, so... Oh no, that might be alright. Let me sort the focus out again. No, not good enough excuse. Sorry, naughty step. Off you go. I always remember making clothes with mum, so it's something that, I don't know, when I moved in with my dad, I used to make quite a lot of just little bits from scraps that I had. Any excuse to be creative, really. Right, what pattern are we going to have on these? I'm thinking something maybe Zentangle-y. Oh, I don't know. Or should we use spots? There's something about the colour black and acrylic that just sing. And the paper's really bobbly and it's hard to get a straight line. Ah, let me see the edge of the pink. Quite really wakes that up, doesn't it? Where are you, Erica? Where are you buying art supplies? Okay, I'm warning you now. I am giving you fair warning, so don't moan at me when it happens, because I have a feeling that a few of my followers and likers and all that malarkey are going to want a bit of piece of the action. Save some pennies for the end of April. I think it's April. Yeah, and that's all I'm going to say, because I'm a tease. But it is potentially, possibly the one of the most exciting things to happen this year. I might have to start sharing my old watercolours on Instagram again. I thought to myself the other day, it's been ages since I've done one. I was watching one of the BBC Earth programmes on Netflix with the girls the other day, and they had, oh my god, what was it? It wasn't basking sharks, or was it basking sharks? They were beautiful anyway. I thought I need to do some paintings of those. I have a feeling that Erica probably has more. I don't know why. It's that feeling in my bones that she has more art supplies. Don't know why. Craft supplies are a different matter. I have a whole cupboard in my kitchen, which is sort of my domain as well, and in there I have felting stuff, I have paper clay, I have polymer clay, my acrylic paints, my resin stuff, God, what else do I have in there? Jewellery making bits. The thing is you never want to throw anything away, because the kids always blooming come home with a last minute project that has to be done. And you're like, really? That looks so cool. Okay, what are we going to do on this egg? Let's go with purple on the pink. I haven't got that much. Only, oh my god! That's my giveaway! Holy crap. Thank you, Erica. I'm going to do a guess the amount of pens in my pen stand. Yeah. Somehow, though, I'm going to have to take a blurred picture, because you'll sit there all and count it. But how cool would that be for the giveaway? Should I do circles? Is circles boring? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. No, let's do circles. Too late. It's an Easter egg. It's got to look like an Easter egg. And let's do some sort of glossy things as well. I can't believe how excited I got there. That escalated really quickly. I'm going to bring it. I just want to see if we can bring any white in. What did I do with my white gel pen? Have you seriously got a chocolate egg in front of you right now? Nice. No. I don't. Oh, the white doesn't. You can't see it, but actually the white shows up quite well. There you go. Really must get the giveaway organised, because I've just got the bag under my desk with so many flipping pens in there, ready to go to their lovely new homes. All sitting there waiting for you guys. Right, I'm going to turn. There you go. Can you see that? That's cute. I like that. A button, half price, 75p. 75p? Oh my god. And how many did you have? I dread to think. Oh god. I probably... 56 minutes. Right, I really need to get my arse in gear because I really wanted to start this other drawing for you guys. Well, for me really, but I might just get the sketching done and then I can always colour it off camera, can't I? I had 85. Oh my god. Yeah, we're definitely not that bad. Where on earth do you keep 85 bag for lives? That is quite impressive. Right, let's get this done. Let's get this done. Let's go, go, go. Who knew that a simple egg would take an hour to do? Do you think I should outline it in white just to sort of lift it off the page? What do you guys think? Yeah, I know. You weren't here when I was saying, Erica, because you were going and eating your dinner. How dare you? That Amelie saw the picture of the sloth sticker that I started and she adored it, and I asked her what she liked and she said she really liked the message, so thumbs up for that one. Rob's on it again. Well, you have one bag and cram the rest in that one. Well, you know, yeah, but 85 of them is quite impressive. We have like a little space down the side of our cupboard that bags get crammed in there. And then of course the boot of your car, I suppose. It's like with those 5-minute crafts where they have those hacks on that you do that funny fold bag in a bag and it sort of holds more bags. I just haven't got the time or can't be bothered. This pen is so good. I cannot believe how good this pen is. I wish I'd tried it before. I really do. Right, 2 more. That's where we go. If I turn the light off ahead, that sort of roughly gives you the colour, but you can see the shimmer on it. That's quite cool. Might turn this into a sticker. Why is it, and Amanda will know this, that as soon as you start drawing anything, it has to be turned into a sticker now? 40 in each. Jeez Louise. They fold well. Do you know, I knew you'd be a folder somehow. Why not, huh? Blue and red, green and red. Green and blue. Let's go green on the blue. Is that too subtle? No, it's going to have to because I can't put green on green. So that's a stupid idea, Benita. Yep, apparently it's one of them days. So close I can smell it. You're a crammer. That's £8.50. You could have put towards art supplies. That's if they're that many bags though. You don't know that they weren't the 10p ones. There could have been more. Right, last one. Honestly, Coffee Man is the one that would be really anal about stuff like that. Like, I'm not allowed to pack at the tills. Because God forbid if I put something in the wrong way, the wrong direction, the wrong bag, the wrong mix. Honestly, nah, it's so not worth the headache. So most of the time he does the packing and the sorting of the bags afterwards. I have to put it all away because he's useless at that. But yeah, he does not like me packing. Right, I'm really tempted to put a white outline. I don't know if anybody said, so I'm going to give it a few seconds for YouTube to catch up. I'm feeling a white outline. Please let me know what you think now. Yes or no. While I find out why white pens actually work and don't work. Because I think I ruined the nib. Oh no, you might be usable. Might be alright with that one. Yeah, I must admit, I have to put them in the cupboard or the fridge. I don't mind not packing at the till because when you go to Aldi, they're like, there you go, 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 and you're like, I've just got like 2 in the bag. So it's crazy. Yes, yes. Isn't it funny though how like something as simple as putting shopping in a bag gets us all riled up? I'm going to have to be really careful because I'm not sure. I'm going to have to go around the outside, which is going to be really awkward because of this. So wish me luck. Crap. Where is it? Got to put my glove on. Try again. Oh, I've already messed up. Slowly. If I have to do black on the inside again, that's fine. And breathe. I don't know why I didn't do that with that. Why am I doing it with the Posca? I wonder if it's... I want to see what difference it is. I don't know whether you can see that in the camera, but the difference between that and that is... I mean, it's Posca, for goodness sake. You wouldn't have thought something like a Uniball would be better. But it is. Oh, I can't do it that way. CPL, well, that went tits up, didn't it? Needs to be thicker. Yes, glidey hand glove. Really good for when you're doing straight lines. I use it quite a lot when I'm doing my illustrations because it helps when I've got the alcohol markers. So I should be able to, once you get going, keep your pen in the same place and just move your whole arm. I find it much easier than using my hand. Or moving my hand or wrist or whatever. Apart from when you have to go up. Let's even you out. Normally used by people that use graphic tablets. That's better. Yeah, because your palm can register on the graphic tablet screen, and that stop. I'm definitely gonna have to do the black. It stops that from happening, and again also helps the glide. Can't really glide across bumpy things though. Use my hand now. That's better. Apart from where I messed my black up. Let that dry. That's not too bad. A little bit in here. A little bit around here. Almost done on this one, guys. So that's Art Gecko's project finished, at least. And I can message them tonight. There we go. Oh, that's cute. That's definitely being turned into a sticker. No, but I do have surgical white. Well, I must admit, I have surgical gloves for alcohol art and things like that. So there we are. Let's turn the light off. So you haven't got that horrible shine. And that's it done. That is really cool. I'm really pleased with that, actually. That's so shiny. Every time I say that word, I want to sing that stupid song from Moana. Shiny. Okay. Black, black, black. Right. Now that pad can be left out to dry because we're going to use the Gecko bugger. No, we're not, because the white's on this pad. Oh, I never did finish these off, did I? That I need to photograph. Blank page, blank page, blank page. Right. Well, if it wasn't dry, it needs to be now because I've just closed the book on it, so that's really, really handy. Not. Oh, it's fine. Okay, so the basis of this little dude is from my little quirky illustration I did last night. It was supposed to be a dinosaur turned into a dragon, and he does have a little story, so bear with me while we sketch. I'm going to zoom you in. Hopefully I don't go off. That's all right, my lovely. We're not finished yet. So if you've got time to hang around for a bit, I am going to be sketching out a sticker design that I want to do. And the purpose of this one, the phrasing will be imperfectly, is that a word? Imperfectly perfect or adorable or something along those lines. Can't type right now. Imperfectly perfect or imperfectly adorable. That was, I think, the one that we were going to use. Shut up, Bixby. Didn't say hello to you, did I?
I didn't understand that.
Really? Turn off, Bixby. There we go. Stupid phone. Okay.
I didn't understand that.
I said go away, Bixby. Go away. Please don't come up again. So as you can see, he has one wing smaller than the other, a bit like Nemo having a smaller fin than the other. So it's a take on that. But we're going to have him in a shell, but not just an ordinary shell. I'm probably better off drawing it that way for space, actually. So I'm not 100% sure on the layout yet, and I haven't thumbnailed, which is probably not a good thing. So instead of him being in the top, no, in the main basket of the egg, we're going to have him in the top of the egg, because I want you to be able to see more of him. But I don't want him in a normal eggshell. I want him in a square eggshell. Because he's still adorable. How? Tell me how. God, I love you. How did you do that? I can't do it. I've put her on silent. I've told her to shut up. I've turned the voice off. Nothing seems to work. You have to pop me a message on Twitter. Let's do some sort of cracks and bits and bobs, because we don't want the shell to be perfect either. Maybe a little bit of shell down here somewhere, like so. Pretty much, yeah, she totally deserves it. I agree wholeheartedly. So annoying. Okay, so head, I might have to shrink him a bit, because I've then gone and put the egg right in the middle of my page instead of further down. So head, body, wing 1, wing 2. He's got his tail all curled up. We've got a foot here, we've got a hand holding on to part of the tail, and we've got a hand holding on to part of the tail there. And I don't know how to have his eyes at the moment. I've not figured out how I want his eyes. But that is roughly how I've never been good at drawing wings. I don't know whether to have a tear in his wing, but then he's brand new, so why would he have a tear instantly? I'm just thinking maybe one shorter, one bigger. I have the Samsung S9. So what sort of face is he going to have? He needs ears as well. I didn't draw any ears on him. That's probably why he looks quite strange. So the basis of this sticker is for people like, again, Amelie, who have visible, I'm not even going to call them imperfections, because to me they're not imperfections. They are part of who she is. So like Nemo having a short flipper, which is why I want Imperfectly Perfect or Imperfectly Adorable or something along those lines. So I'm not quite sure. I don't know, maybe a happy face, because why would he be sad? So maybe we could have open eyes. I think open eyes might be quite cute. His tail needs to move slightly if that's the case. Let's bring his tail over a bit. Erica, as you are one of the first orders, there'll be a little bit extra in there for you as well, my lovely. Just to say thank you. He's cute. That's really cute. So we can have the undertail, because I love drawing the undertails of dragons. And then his little... Definitely happy and proud. Absolutely. I'll just send you the instruction link. Oh, Brill, thank you. Hello, David. How are you, my lovely? Not sure how you do a proud face. Proud. Should we Google it? Proud expression. Come on, stupid phone. No, don't open that. Proud. I suppose their eyes would almost be closed because you're grinning, aren't you? Proud face. Yeah, your eyes are pretty almost closed. What if I do little heart eyes? Heart eyes? Don't know. Proud. God, it's actually really hard to find any proud expressions. Yeah, big cheesy grin. Hi, Yaz. Okay, so open mouth. It would be open mouthed, wouldn't it? Maybe I need more space for his face then. Okay, let's get rid of the... If I bring his eyes maybe a bit further up into the head, possibly. No, that might have to make his head taller, because that looks stupid otherwise. No. Go back to that size. I like that size. Eyes there. Nose. He's got a bit of a... How about... Oh, come on, pencil lead. Stop turning. Oh, that looks stupid. That looks scary. No, I'm going to have to change the pencil. Go back to my old trusty. I've had this one since my uni days when I did graphic design. And it's 12 years old. Cheesy grin. Cheesy grin. Yeah, I think eyes closed would work. So like proper happy eyes. And he needs a wider grin, doesn't he? I don't know, you just don't picture... He needs like a... Just trying to get placement of things in at the moment. That's not bad. I like that. Something like that. Does his nose look a bit piggified now? Oh, I had his nose perfect before. There. And then the dragon... Spikes, scales. even his mouth. His mouth is very uneven. I quite like that. Do you like that? It's proud being close to arrogant. If you're not careful, yeah. Oh, yeah, I suppose. Oh, it's almost smug though, isn't it? I don't know. I'm just looking at what Leslie sent. Yeah, I suppose that's sort of... I love it when you lot come on these little journeys with me. Should we just shed loads of faces and just see what happens? I don't know, I prefer the open mouth. And teeth together, you'd have teeth together, wouldn't you? If you were doing like a proper grin. Not that they have. Oh, I could do little teeny weenies. Ah, yes. Yes. Okay, I'm liking this. Okay, so his wing, this side is probably a little bit too big. Do we like the rounded wing, do you think? Or do you think we should be doing the more that style, this style wing? Yeah, let's do that style. Okay, just want to be careful that I don't end up using too much. So, wing. Yeah. One eye. Do you think that looks alright? I think that looks alright. So we need to make his wing obviously different, but we still need to be roughly the same. He's got too many of these. I'm smudging all the graphite. Right, his wing needs to come from there for starters. Let's bring it down to there. Out. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So it needs to close off here. So you can see that that's clearly bigger than that one. So I think I'm happy with that. We don't need any tears or anything like that. We just want him to be super happy that he has this really beautiful set of wings. Okay, let's clean up a little bit. Forget how strong that pencil is sometimes. And I'm going to be brave and I'm going to go literally straight in now with pen. Because apparently I'm in that mood. I need my number 3, I think. That's 5. I think that's 1. 1 will do for now. Okay, so let's get him lined. So I have to consider the amount of details that go into these, because these will be die cut stickers. They won't ever go on a sheet, because I'd like these to be available to kids to put on their bunk beds and things like that. thicker one for that. Let's go with the thicker on the top. So what do we think about the phrase for him then? Perfectly, imperfectly perfect. Oh, I know what he needs. Do we go that way? Let's go inwards. Oh, David, you might want to have a watch of my previous YouTube video because, yeah, things are changing slightly. My realism will be few and far between now. So at the moment, I am doing sticker designs for my new sticker range, specifically targeted for mental health and disabilities. And this has all stemmed from Amelie. That's cute. Perfectly imperfect. Yeah, it's quite a common one, so I wasn't sure whether I should or I shouldn't. Or the other option was perfectly adorable. Imperfectly adorable. Something along those lines. Right, let's get some teardroppy shapes to the nose. Yeah, because I have to think about scale, I don't want to put too much detail on here, but I don't want there to be too little either. Do you know what? I never used to hold my pen or pencil in this way. I don't know what's changed. I always used to hold it like that. Okay, so his head. I still didn't draw ears, did I? Let's... What ears? What ears would you draw on a dragon? Just normal point ears, I suppose. Dragon ears. I don't suppose I'd ever be Googling that. Dragon ears. Oh yeah, I suppose they're quite elfy, aren't they? Almost. Like bat-like. Oh, they're cute. Ah, little ears. No, that's all on the cards. I honestly have a complete list of everything that I'm going to be doing. So I'll give you a sneak peek. So this is one that was specifically done for Amelie. And I'm not going to fluff around any subjects either. So my wording has to be really careful because I don't want to fluff the subject, but I also don't want to be dark. So the point is my imagery is colourful, cute and bright, but the wording used still has to uniquely perfect. Now that I like. Erica and Julia, you are wonderful. So this is what I did for Amelie. So this is specifically done around her mental health and how she perceives things at the moment. You know when you just get them days when you just think, oh, the world just needs to go away? That's sort of what it's representing. And she came in the office. I didn't prompt any of this. I am doing a run to the post office literally tomorrow. Not that it matters, so don't rush. But I am doing a run to the post office tomorrow with 2 orders. But this is how she feels a lot of the time. And she came to me, she went, Mummy, I saw your picture on the desk in the office. I absolutely love it. And I said, oh, yeah, I know some of you have heard this story before, but the people that have just come on. And I said, oh, what was it that you really liked? And she said, I liked the wording. I liked it because it made sense to me. And that's exactly what I want to do with these stickers, because kids find it so hard to portray how they're feeling and to word how they're feeling. It's bad enough as an adult when you're confused and going through mental health issues. So when you're an 8-year-old trying to find your way in the world, it's impossible. So having things like this, even as a print or a sticker or whatever, it gives them a little bit of encouragement, I suppose. And, you know, she absolutely adored it. So I'm really, really happy with that. Another one I'm going forward with is this one, which I adore. I did this today before Nandy came round. And this is going to be the phrase. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to tell you what the phrase is because I want this one to be a surprise. But this will hit everybody, not just people with mental health issues. But I love it. Absolutely love it. So I'm really, really pleased with this one. It's a little bit more colourful and the camera's washing it out a bit. But yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. Yeah, it's a real thing about, I don't know, it's a tough subject because everybody feels very strongly and very differently about it. So it can be hard because you're catering or trying to cater for so many people. But in reality, although we want to bring a positive message across, what I'm also trying to do is, in a roundabout way, explain to them that it's okay to feel really shitty and not know why. It's okay to feel angry and not know why. And it's okay to feel sad or whatever and just not understand why. It's okay. And when you have constant positive messages, it, from my point of view, this is only my point of view. So again, I don't want to start an argument, but from my point of view, if you're constantly giving out this positive message, this, you've got to be this and you've got to be that and you've got to be happy and, you know, you're uniquely perfect, for example, you're almost diluting the fact that they feel really crap about their feelings. And I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that they feel okay for feeling bad. You're not allowed to feel bad. You have to feel happy about it, if that makes any sense. I'm not very good at explaining it, but that's sort of where I'm trying to go with it, especially with children. You know, I always say to Amelie, you know, if I say to her, you know, what's wrong? I don't know. That's fine. It's not a problem to not know. And I think that is a lot of the issue, that they're expected to know how they feel. And it's just not always the case. So we don't want to belittle their feelings or make them feel like they should be positive all the time. And yes, I want to convey a positive message, but I also, as I say, don't want to dilute it either. Oh, I'm really not making any sense, but you get it, I think. I can stop waffling now. I've messed up there. I would have liked to have done that slightly different, but that's what I get for waffling at the same time. Okay, let's draw his toesies. Do dinosaurs have pads on their feet, do you think? Yeah, I did think that actually, when, you know, it's bad enough for me trying to get the words out of my mouth, let alone a 10-year-old, so I totally agree with that. It causes a conflict in their brain which makes them question everything and think they are somehow wrong. Yeah, so you've worded it better than I've been able to word it. Because we don't want to diminish how they're feeling just because they should be feeling positive about themselves. Well, actually, no, you're allowed to feel crap about yourself. But we will slowly turn that emotion around, because it's okay to feel bad. It's like that film, oh my God, I'm going to forget what it's called. I have boobed. What's the one about emotions? Oh my God, I've forgotten the name. I'm going to have to do his claws black now. I was literally looking at it today. The one with all the bubbles and the memories and things like that. With joy and anger and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, but some reptiles do have pads, don't they? But I don't know. So let's do that hand. Let's work out where on earth we are. So if we come round and round and around, he's looking a bit chubby that side. That's all right, it's fine. Because he is uniquely perfect. Okay, so he's in his square egg. I would love to explain how this has come about, but I don't think it's fair on her really to be blowing it all out over YouTube. Yeah, I think so. Like, he doesn't have mental health issues or anything wrong with him, but he often says that things feel weird and he doesn't know how to explain it. Yeah, exactly. It's not just those that have hidden disabilities or superpowers or anything like that. Even Madison, you know, her friend told her today at school that she was going to get bullied when she goes up to big school because she's weird. And I'm like, what? You know, it's scary. It's really, really scary. So if I can bring a positive message and just, I don't know, just scares me. You know what we need? We need little scaly things. Little dragon scale. Oh, he hasn't got a belly. And you're not going to see that behind his tail. Let's do some on his hands. Yeah, so what I was going to say was, you know, Amelie said something to me, and I said, you know, do you think you really meant that? Do you think you were maybe just angry or, you know, feeling something at the time? And she went, I don't know how else to explain it, so that's why I say it. So we came up with a word that she could use instead, not that she actually uses it, but because she doesn't know how to explain it herself. And sometimes having something like this on a cue card, or, you know, a little set of cards or something that they just can, you know. When she was at school, I actually come up with the fruit bowl method. I have no idea if it's been used before. It was just something I came up with because she didn't know how to explain herself and she didn't want to. And back then we didn't know about the autism. And I set her up a little set of cards, and if she was feeling happy, she would show me the orange. Banana for she wanted to be alone. I felt a bit strange. Grapes that she wanted to play with her friends. She had blueberries for when she's feeling sad. And she had peppers for when she was feeling angry. And she would say fruit salad if she felt everything in the one day. And it really helped her when she came out of school and she's in tears and the teacher's gone, well, I don't know why, because she's been fine all day. Well, that's because I'm her safety blanket and she's able to now finally release all of her emotions. But because we had these cards, she was able to take them to school and give them to her teacher. So her teacher could then understand what she would then need. So this is sort of along those lines, I guess, I think. Yeah, social stories. Saying that it's okay to have bad days or bad thoughts is a positive message. Totally. Telling someone they are wrong, how to to feel how they do only makes them feel worse for not feeling how everyone expects them to. Exactly. Again, in one. That's a really good idea, Rob, actually. Really good. Even if it's just lines of stuff, it's a way of getting it all out, isn't it? Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? Do I do the top of the egg, or do we think he's fine as he is? I don't know if we need to bother with the top of the egg. I like the fact his egg is nice and flat anyway. I could do like a little bit of broken egg somewhere, I don't know. But he is, let me straighten him up. There he is, straightened up. He is pretty cute, isn't he? That's a really, really, really long conversation. I'm not going to say the words, but when an 8-year-old is saying words that an 8-year-old shouldn't say or feel about themselves, that's how it's going. It's the pressure that is the problem, and we're trying to get an educational health plan together now because I've been fighting 2 years to get one, and it wasn't until we got the diagnosis that they've sort of prompted to go ahead and get it done. So we're waiting for the HCP because I'm not going to write her off. I'm not going to stop her doing anything she wants to do, but I want to give her the choice of either going to a mainstream school that have Centco, or she goes to somewhere that she can just be a little bit more herself, because we're having a lot of issues over a new government exam that's been brought into place, and it's driving us crazy. And she's really struggling with that. So, you know, if she's going to be like that with an exam, how is she going to be when she's a bit older? But then when she's a bit older, hopefully she'll understand it a bit more. So we really, really don't know. Doesn't need the top, looks good. Yeah, I don't think it needs the top. I'm going to do a little bit across his nose because it's cute, and why not? Does he need? Nope. Okay, I didn't need as much room as I thought then, so let's just have a good old clean up. Okay, so the vote now is uniquely perfect, perfectly unique. Uniquely perfect, perfectly unique. Perfectly unique, I think. I'm going to colour him in. Okay, first things first, I need my ruler. Not that you can you call that a ruler? Not really. Ruler. Yeah, and that's what we're suffering with, Rob, to put it. I can't say the words because it really upsets me, and I'll be crying to you down the camera, which isn't great. But yes, that's essentially what we've been dealing with. Yeah, perfectly unique. Yeah. Okay, so we don't have to be exact. But as I say, I want all my things to have a consistency to them. So again, when you look at them, you think, oh yeah, that's a Bonita Doodles. Like with my watercolours. Well, it was a Bonita Doodles until I reduced how many I did of them. And I'm going to do his tail the same. So, my rainbow colours, let's grab them. I want to do it in the same order as I've done the panda because it works really, really well. So we can lighten them up. Get them really lightened. Okay, so purple first, or lavender. The only thing is I'm using it on the Art Gecko, and normally I would use this on Spectrum Noir. No, wrong colour. Damn it. So it's going to feather slightly, but we'll deal with it. A lot of my videos going forward are going to be the reasoning behind some of my sticker designs, so I think it will be open for discussion, which I think is a good thing, because I do think it's a positive thing to talk about this. And it's not going to be heavy all the time, because, you know, I don't want to start losing people on my channel, but I want to support those as well, so. I love these pens so much. No, that's exactly what we've done today, but it's done in a slightly different way. That will be happening. Oh, yes, indeed. I've got a list of phrases written down that I want to get based around imagery. Some of them may not even have animals, some of them may just be wording, but my hand lettering leaves a lot to be desired. So I'm having to practice quite a lot at that at the moment. So the lettering always gets done last, so I can just sit on the sofa and sort of muck about with layouts. But I would be quite tempted to have perfectly here and then unique under here, because I also have to think about the sticker shape. So the sticker shape then would easily wrap around all this. So perfectly unique, I think. Next colour. It looks so different on this paper. I don't quite know how I've done that. My ruler must have been extremely... No, I've done the wrong bloody colours, that's why. Pink would have been there, so that should have been blue. That should have... Oh, well. It's perfectly unique. So the other thing is I need to base this around what we class as superpowers. So one of Amelie's superpowers is her memory. She has an incredible way of recalling stuff. Another superpower is her love of music. Her kindness. So yeah, all things like that would be included. And I'm also going to offer these, I'm in part of a send group. I'm going to offer as a limited time, as a bit of an experiment really, to do some personalised. Did you ever meet her, Leslie? She was there, wasn't she, when you came? Because you came to the first drawing class, didn't you? And she was there then. You know, she's just one of the most funniest, kindest. She just wants to make everyone happy all the time. Right, what colour are we going to make his body? I haven't used orange yet. We could make him an orange body. Let's rainbow his belly while we think about the body colour. And the reason rainbow is in nearly all of my designs, or colour, is because of the term on the spectrum. So everything I do has a purpose and a reason. He is a happy, happy dino. Dino? Dragon. Oh, nearly put the wrong colour in the wrong order then. Look at that tail. So cute. He needs a name. I can build on his character, I think. Wish my hair was this colour. That's an annoying bit. The eraser didn't quite get that bit. Any name ideas, guys? It's gone incredibly quiet all of a sudden. I need to colour his eggshell as well, don't I? Right, let's do his toes while you're all thinking. Very pointy toenail there, he needs a trim. Oh, let's move that out of my rainbow range before I accidentally... Oh, that's not good. Is it wise that you watch, my lovely? I haven't got much more, actually. I just love adding white to things. It's a little bit obsessive. My back is screaming at me, to be perfectly honest. And my eyeballs. Yeah, that's nice. That's a lovely one. Just a bit of definition on his tooth then. Can my white bring it back? Yeah, so we need a pink tongue. Right, I'm going orange. Orange, 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 or gold. I tried gold earlier and that was quite a nice... That's that one, I think. Yeah, let's go gold. Let's make him gold. I've got to be really careful around all his little spots, which I'll probably turn into rainbows. This isn't going to blend as well on this paper. That's the only thing that's worrying me a little bit. Oh, yes, of course. Ah, okay. Well, be careful. I quite often send people to sleep, so you never know, you might be lucky. I don't think I've got gold in the brush pen, otherwise that would have been blooming handy. No. Oh dear. That is one happy looking dragon. So we've had Godfrey. Again, I might run a competition in the same group actually and get some of their kids to name him. And let him win a print or something. Oh, it's not blending on this paper. Meh. Really need a brush pen to be doing it on there. It's the only thing on this fibrous paper. I shouldn't have done it on here. I suppose I can always redraw it. Does it add to his imperfection? He was quite sweet, didn't he, with his little white spots. Must finish the blooming collection off of these. I haven't finished it off yet. I've arduous task of sitting there putting all the individual pen names in and adding them to my basket just so I don't get any duplicates, but I need to. Yeah, I'm the same, so I would definitely get some sleep. I find if I wake with a migraine, it doesn't go until I have, even if it's just 25-30 minutes, that just seems to be enough to take the worst of it off. Again, funnily enough, since going gluten-free, I haven't suffered many migraines either. I used to suffer from them constantly. I used to be on a type of medication, I can't even remember what it's called, but it was like, do you remember those mint things that you put on your tongue and then they just disintegrate? I had migraine tablets like that, and you were only allowed one a day, but they would just knock you out for 6. He needs a bit of shading, doesn't he? He's a bit flat at the moment. Don't know whether the orange on top would be enough. Oh, might be. Just to give him a bit of 3D, I guess. Honestly, it's worth a go, especially for the fibro. I can't recommend it enough. And do you know what? Funny enough, I've worked out since that sugar is probably my worst enemy out of everything, including gluten. Sugar seems to make me really suffer. But definitely cutting out the gluten has helped. Might have to just put a little bit of Well, that's looking nice, actually. Cute. I can imagine him in a little book. I might have to go a bit darker, but I might tackle that tomorrow. Just get the basis of him down. Just wanted to get the idea down. I will probably redraw him on the Spectrum paper. A bit annoyed at myself actually for not using it in the first place, but trying to work out what to do with his face. I'll leave them two to one side for tomorrow. We need inner ears. And then we need to do some rainbow hair, rainbow spots. We should have a bingo, shouldn't we, for that? Should we give him a purple belly? Oh, I don't know. Coffee Man is not like that. He does love his foods, but we're... I mean, fat is not the enemy. That's the only thing as well. But again, different people's opinions and that. And I'm not going to poo-poo on anybody's opinion. But since being on my diet and excluding a lot of the fat, I have never been so tired. Which is another reason why I've been finding it really hard. Okay, I'm going to keep his... I've got to do a bit of clean up in Photoshop, I think. I'm going to keep his tail and that simple and just have the two colours. Why does he look like some Smarty sweet? I can't think of what he looks like. He reminds me of a sweet all of a sudden. God, what colour am I going to do this blooming eggshell? Blue. Let's do it blue. That was quick. Really? Could you give him a gold medal? What, the dragon now? Do you mean? Oh, God, I nearly did the wrong end then. Okay. Yeah, the lettering I'll do. So I'm definitely going to redraw him tomorrow. So I'll do the lettering then so I can practice the lettering on this one. I've gone over the line there. But in all fairness, it has been what must be nearly a 2-hour feed. So my eyeballs are screaming at me right now. Let's go to the wedge. I like my wedge. A lot of people make the mistake of not using the right paper. So they get really frustrated when it all goes wrong. Let's try that one. Yeah, it is like a rainbow cookie. I'm not sure, Rob, actually. I need to think about his colour body again. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy. There you go, Erica. I went even darker. Yeah, he's definitely a mess, so I need to have a good old tidy up on the proper paper tomorrow. But he is looking quite cute. That's probably a bit too dark, that one, Benita. Let's not go crazy. Just experimenting really while I've got the pens out. I need to look at some dinosaur feet as well so I can get a bit of a feel of how they're going to look. Well, that's the rough idea anyway. At least we've got a bit of an idea for when I redo tomorrow. That is really, really cute. I love his little feet. Those squidgy balloon feet. No, don't do it. I'm throwing ideas out without any risk to myself. I have never had a problem with anybody throwing out ideas. You know that, guys. But you just have a feeling when something may or may not work. He needs to be lighter. His body needs to be lighter. I'm loving the little jelly effect round his feet. They're so squidgy and I want to tickle them. I want to tickle them so bad. So I think I'll just very quickly... So we're going to be perfectly unique. So perfectly unique in all one word. Plus I have to do a hand letter of my Bonita Doodles to be able to start putting these on the stickers. No, Photoshop's fine once you get going. To be honest, you're better off just watching a couple of tutorials. I've learned an awful lot by finding out what I want to do by just Googling it at the time I want to do it. I'm much more familiar with Illustrator. I much prefer Illustrator. Yeah, he is cute. I'm going to lighten the body tomorrow. I'm going to do it on the Spectrum Noir paper. And yeah, I'm going to do the lettering tonight on the sofa. I don't know how to do the perfectly. I might do the perfectly in solid block and then do the unique in more of a hand letter look. Yeah, so we'll see. That's it from me, guys. I think it's been quite a long feed, actually. So I apologise about that. 2 hours and 10 minutes. So, mwah! Thank you for those who have been here the majority of the bloody time because you are superheroes. I'll get a decent picture of this tomorrow once I've finished it. But I'm going to love you and leave you because I'm knackered and I need another coffee. So, yeah, have a good morning, afternoon, whichever it may be, and I shall see you guys in the next video or in the group. So